if I ever leave you, baby.
He was a prophet. He was well before his time. Well before his time. Like his name meant, God will rise. Our God just rose. He just went up us. He just went up us. That was truly our king. Our king. And if you grew up in this area and you grew up around here, you felt that shit when that nigga killed him. But at the same time, we all gonna find closure from it because we know exactly what he was about and who he was for. He was for us.
Nipsey, for this generation, represented the Christ consciousness. He sacrificed his life so that these cats can take what he did and implement it. You gotta become Nipsey's consciousness now. You have to become the Nipsey Hussle for your community and do the same things he did. Otherwise, everything he did was in vain.
More than you'll ever know.
Big check, right? Yeah. Hey, wifey's cool with it, I'm cool with it, man. You know? Hey, thanks again, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Double up. 3 or 4 times, I ain't telling no lies, I just run it up. Never let a hard time humble us. Double up.
The life and death of Nipsey Hussle, it mean a lot to me. It was, when I first found out, I found out like right away. It was like minutes after it happened, and I just felt a sense of pain went in my heart, a sense of loss because of the things that he was trying to do. Not trying, but what he was doing. Not only that, but the consciousness that he had, the message that he was giving to the community through his music, which is very powerful. That platform, that musical platform is so deep and so powerful. You have to think about, like, you can go without hearing a song for 5, 10, 15 years, but the lyrics of that song, you hear it and then just within seconds it comes back. So the message that he was putting out was to really wake up and think about the things that you're doing and be conscious of the things that you're doing. To really focus in on what's been done to us and come out of it. So it's like when you have a person like that that's being taken away in the way that he was taken, it's devastating. I was devastated. I still am devastated.
Drive-bys, that was road rage. We park and hop out, learn levels to this whole thing. Old school play the OJs, trying to make
everybody has their own theory on it. I feel like he was taken away because he was going to wake up the black community. If his music continued to be played, if people continue to really actively listen to what he was saying, bells were going, like light bulbs was going to start going off in people's minds. Like, damn, just think about what he's saying. Like, he's not selling himself or selling his soul to for somebody else's agenda.
You want to get a couple words on the community? Oh, man. Okay, come on. We just from Nipsey from day one, we all from the east side, we from Kitchen, and he was talking all that good shit, talking Nipsey all the time, and he's been in the community,
all this shit for him, bro. All this shit for him,
get that shit popping, I hear today, we been fucking with niggas that we didn't get along with over 30 years, we fucking taking pictures and all that, on everything.
Behind
inside,
that man right there, behind that voice right there.
Right here, man.
It was strong, man. And that's why
it was about that time anyway. That dude like the Biggie of our city, man.
He did something.
You know what I'm saying?
But we can make it happen,
He
though.
sparked these youngsters, man, in a different direction.
What enticed me about him, he was a great entrepreneur.
You know what I mean?
He was probably one of the most youngest, strongest entrepreneurs.
Yeah, Nipsey was a real motherfucker, cuz. He was a real brother. You know, he was down for the city, you know. I ain't never in my whole entire life, man, had a rip die from this motherfucker in the streets right here. He died at a shop, you know what I'm saying? Where he lived at, where he grew, where he's prospering and shit, what he did for this neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that many motherfucking rappers done that shit, cuz. Especially not from LA, cuz. He the only real one ever done that shit, cuz. That's on real respect.
I'm a urban legend. South Central in a certain section. Can't express how I curb detectives. Guesses, evidence of a divine presence. Blessings, held me down at times I seem reckless. Effort, got an L but got an E for effort. Stretched it, dropped him off in the Mojave Desert.
I wish I could have experienced him longer. I had a chance to meet him about maybe 5 or 6 years ago. And when you come in contact with a like spirit, the energy is real strong, and you don't even have to be around that person long. Everybody wanted a taste of Jesus. Everybody wanted to touch him because they couldn't believe he was so touchable, and then approachable, and then like could do things that they hadn't seen done with their own eyes before. When you can figure out how to make the have-nots start to convert into wanting more and wanting better, you have a power. And so that power that's manifested will get those people open. And so down their radars is like, what were they trying to hide from us? People that I didn't expect to start talking about Dr. Sebi is talking about Dr. Sebi, and I'm looking at them like, I've been trying to tell you this all along, but it's okay. Now you caught up, so that's cool. Keep on digging, because that's what Nipsey wanted. He wanted us to dig deeper, to see what's down that rabbit hole. And then I guarantee you'll change your life, because you'll see and want better.
Saving from the evil demons in between us, came between us.
Man, his influence always been A1 since we ended up going to school together, man. We grew up in the same neighborhood. He went to Hamilton, went there for a semester, man. And look what he did, man. He brought the whole city out. There's nothing more that you can see, tell, man. I mean, the service was beautiful, and then you come out here to see all these fans out here, man. And not only that, it's peaceful right now, man. And that's the way we want to keep it. He wanted a unity, like Snoop Dogg said, and White said, man. It's all that blood crib. We need to just cut it out for a minute, man, and come together, man. That's my nigga, man. I love you. Long live Nip. Oh yeah, you see it.
You know, somebody brought it to my attention that he had gave me a shout out in one of his songs. You know, he said, I fuck with Rick Ross because he's teaching wealth. I was shocked, you know, because I had been trying to work with Nip since I've been home from prison. And we had talked about working a few times, and we never was able to put our energies together. And I regret that we didn't, because I think that we could have really did some really nice things. Well, when I first heard about it, I was standing out on the block out there, and somebody called me, and they said Nipsey Hussle just got shot. It was shocking. I didn't think he was gonna die though. You know, people get shot around here all the time. You know, nothing unusual for somebody to get shot around here. But you know, somebody of Nipsey's statue is a little different though, you know, for him to get shot. So I was taken back a little bit, and they asked me to go over to his store with him. I didn't think it was a good idea, you know, to go over there. I knew a lot would be going on over there, and you know, it was just a lot of stuff started going through my mind. You know, like who could have shot him? You know, what was it about? You know, was it gang retaliation? Which I was hoping that it wasn't. You know, I knew that if a rival gang would have did it, it could have meant a war on the streets like we ain't seen in a long time. You know, LA streets, you know, we still got our normal killings, but nothing like it has been before. You know, when a few things had jumped off, the streets just go crazy. And I was hoping that we wouldn't have that same situation with Nipsey's death that we've had in the past, when somebody, not even his statue, get killed. You know, just a shot caller or somebody that was very influential from the hood gets killed. It could cause a great retaliation. People that I never heard listening to Nipsey started to play his music. Even here in my house, you know, I never heard his music played here in the house, but after his death, they discovered him, I guess. You know, people started to discover who he was, his talents, and I'll be honest with you, I had never heard him to the point that I started to hear him after his death. You know, everywhere you went, you was gonna hear Nipsey's song. People were riding down the street playing Nipsey's music. It was crazy. You know, I imagine for those couple months, his records probably got more rotation probably in 30 days than anybody ever got before. You know, it was that crazy. And not just here in LA, I was going around the country and it was the same way. You know, matter of fact, me and one of my guys were in Atlanta and he had on a Nipsey Hussle shirt, and everywhere we went, people just kept coming up asking him, where did he get the shirt? Where did you get that shirt? You know, as if they wanted to buy one for themselves. So the Nipsey, almost like a craze, you know, like when people were almost obsessed with the movement. You know, it was pretty, for me, it was pretty strange. You know, I hadn't saw that even you know, I just got home when Michael Jackson had died, you know, from prison, and I don't think that they went as big for Michael Jackson as they did for Nipsey.
Then I got my shot, I had to run with it. Out the gate, lost count many days. In the studio we slay, but this shit we gotta say. Staring in the space as you fishing for a phrase, uninspired, and your mind still is all a paper chase. First you over dedicate, then you notice that you're great, and you been the whole time, and it slapped you in your face. Then you stacked it in your safe, got it cracking, it was fake. Now you the definition, nigga, laughing to the bank. I'm a master of my fate, plus I'm the type of nigga own the masters to my tapes.
Man, rest in peace to the greatest, man. We came way down here from the Bay Area, man, to represent for the boy Nip.
Man, R.I.P. Nip, man. East Oakland represent for Nip out here, baby.
California,
you know?
My boy, that was my inspiration for real, man. Real shit.
I really love right here.
Yeah. Man, I mean, rest in peace to the guy, man. Man, what he put on me, man, I just started my own clothing line back home, man. I'm out the trunk just like he was, you feel me? I've been victories only. I've been listening to Nip since 09, you feel me? And I'm way from the Bay Area, Northern California. He got me riding around my whole district, selling clothes, selling hoodies, selling shirts. I do all that, man.
Shout out too. I am Young King. Hey, add me, I rap too, by the way. Yeah. Love out here.
It's good energy out here, man. It's full of love. I met him one time up here in the Bay. He came and did a show at New Caribbean in San Jose, man. I talked to him for one good time, man. I told him what I had going on because of him, man. He knows what's up with me. Came down here to the store, bought clothes for me when he opened it up, everything. Dropped some clothes off here. He left a good impact on me, man. I was a solid dude right here. Real recognized, real, man. Rest in peace to the greatest, man.
Watching and they wishing that it wasn't yours. I forgive you, I remember I was poor.
Hey, my name is Roscoe. 60, we represent Nip. That was our motherfucking Brady of the time right now. You know, we got recognized, you know, you can't get these millionaires to make us millionaires. But my point, I'm happy that these kids can pick now to be a scientist and anything else due to what Nip did. So what got to be recognized not today, but tomorrow, the next day. What's out there? I've been around over here for over 40 years. How long you been around here? 40 years. See, we ain't nothing new. I'm on the first front line behind this shit right here. So we want this to change, and we want Nip to be respected, and let's let this go the way it be. Anybody from 60s that's doing something need to do it, because this nigga died and he did, and he shows that this shit can happen. Ain't that right?
That's right.
This
yes,
shit can happen. You know what I mean?
Yes, he did.
Shit, he was a good nigga. Look, these just people walking by, my nigga.
I've been over here since 77.
See, this a new era.
I seen it when he was a baby.
Martin Luther King. See, you from that era. This ain't no Martin Luther King era.
No.
This ain't no Pac or Big. See, this shit over here where we come from, this is a culture.
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying? And it need to be recognized and respected like that. Stop being played with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So these kids can understand that, you know, that was something in the past, and the people who made it here, let us do what we do and teach y'all these lessons, and y'all respect them, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say. Go and tell them something, mama. You need to say something. It ain't too many of them left. This how we got by.
I'm one of them, but just like, this way back in 77, he was a little baby, little boy. He used to be right there at Nick's, selling his, what you call them, cassette tapes? CD, the mixtapes. He was selling them. I said, baby, you gonna make it. And he did. He made it.
And he kept his motherfucking dream. Yes, and he showed that whatever you do, homie, you can make. That's why I said if you're rich rolling, you got a dream, you got to do it. Because that was our Brady. And I was on the bench, homie. So I'm coming off to finish what I got to do because I got lazy. Because Nip did so good, so it's about 1,000 of us that got to do what that one man did. You know what I'm saying? And this got to go on. Today ain't nothing. It's tomorrow, my nigga. So if you get my number and let's see what tomorrow brings. Because the day don't count. But like I said, me and her been from around here for over 40 years, man. And we done seen this shit. This ain't nothing new to us, this feeling. We hope it goes past tomorrow. That's what we want. That this go past tomorrow. Nip really be respected. And these little youngsters right there can continue living, man. Because it's too corrupt, man. Too corrupt. That's all, man. I ain't gonna give you too much. I'm at liberty what I really want to say. But due time will let me say what I want to say. We going on. Rich Roller 60s. Hold on. Yeah. For real, Rich Roller. Keep it going.
Straight like that. I give you the game, go back to the turf and give it right back. For generations we've been dealt bad hands with bad plans. Prove your dedication by hopping out Grand Ams. I'm at the premiere, politicking with Top Nip and Snoop. Damn.
When Nip was roll up, you know what I'm saying? We be all hanging out and he roll up and say, what y'all need? Y'all want something? Anybody want something out the stove? Go get what you want out the stove, you know? That's what they need more brothers like that, you know?
I was always over there near his shop, but I never did know the guy. I always saw him hanging out by his shop. Right. And then one thing about me, I'm a musician. I play guitar, and I wish he had a chance to hear me play my guitar. I'm gonna get the guitar. I'm gonna get the guitar and get my bicycle. I ain't riding with one of them. I'm not gonna ride with it like that.
He's ain't right with it. All right.
Nipsey, for this generation, represented the Christ consciousness. He sacrificed his life so that these cats can take what he did and implement it. You gotta become Nipsey's consciousness now. You have to become the Nipsey Hustle for your community and do the same things he did. Otherwise, everything he did was in vain.